ना ये ना भाई 5 बजे तक ये चले, हमारा क्लास है 5 बजे के बाद।
Very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Amol Mane sir, good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon to everyone who have joined. And we welcome all of you for the fourth day today, the FDP. Today, another important component of research proposal we are going to emphasize, that is scientific research methodology. The focus is methodological choices, research methodological choices that we are going to discuss today. Yesterday we discussed about objectives, hypothesis, research gaps, and many more things. Now methodology, what does it mean basically in simple words? What do you mean by research methodology? Because we have reached up to now setting research objectives. Setting research objectives. Now we are moving towards research methodology. Scientific research methodology, nothing but a systematic, accurate, practical, goal-oriented research methodology we are going to adopt to accomplish the set research objectives. That is also very, very important. Not only setting research objectives, but equally what methods, what methodology that we are going to adopt to accomplish the set objectives also equally plays an important role in preparation of the research proposal. So anyone would like to, take part in what do you understand by research methodology?
Which method are you choosing, qualitative or quantitative?
Yes, please. Anybody would please?
Sir, it is about everything that we do and why we do that. So the method of collecting data, the method of coming to a conclusion about how we are going to analyze those data, how we are going to then put these data in a sequence form so that the overall understanding of a research paper is well understood by whosoever is reading that. So when we talk about everything that we do and their reasoning and how we are going to do, we will consider that as the methodology of the research.
Okay, fine. Anybody would like to? Thank you, madam. Anybody would like to?
Qualitative and quantitative method for
Qualitative.
collecting data.
Qualitative method. Okay. Still, I will try to share with you very simplified, idea of research methodology. Here I try to give an example. Suppose a student, engineering student or MBA student, you take for an example. Student aims or sets an objective. A student sets an objective of standing first to the respective B school or engineering college. Standing first to B school. Setting objectives. Okay. Do you think just by setting an objective, is he going to accomplish of standing first to the institution? Mere setting objective, he will not achieve. To achieve this objective, whatever objective he has set, to becoming, first to the college, stand first to the college in his final year engineering or in her final year MBA program. So then, to accomplish those set objectives, he or she has to identify, explore the best ways and means through which her or his set objectives are achieved successfully. Similarly, you take another example, there is a company, there is a corporation, sets an objective to maximize its profit. So mere setting an objective of maximizing profit, companies is not going to achieve. For that, company has to explore, company has to identify the best innovative ways and means to maximize profit. Best ways and means to maximize its profit. So there are some ways, one way or one method, one means that the company can adopt to maximize its profit, that is secure or obtain raw material with zero defect. Secure or obtain the raw material with zero defect. Is it going to help the company to maximize profit? Securing or obtaining basic raw material with zero defect. Is this method, is this way is going to help the company to achieve its goal of maximizing the profit?
No, sir. Then we have to think of like how to maximize it, when to marketize it, to which audiences we
Yeah.
need to marketize it, and then all
Okay,
the
okay,
other.
fine. There are many ways. This is one of the best ways, what I mentioned. This is one of the best ways. If the company tries to get a zero defect raw material, certainly it is going to optimize its products. It is going to optimize its products or maximize its products with the minimum resources. If we do not exercise precaution to obtain a zero defect raw material, then cost will increase. When cost increases, profit will come down. So therefore, company has to identify the best ways and means to achieve its objective of profit maximization. Many of you understood this, certainly no doubt. As I mentioned, one of the best ways company can adopt, try to acquire the raw material with zero defect, try to optimize its cost operations, try to improve the efficiency. So it is going to adopt several innovative measures to maximize its profit. Then it can say, company can say it has achieved its goal of maximizing profit. In a similar way, a researcher has set certain objectives, as we discussed yesterday, has set certain objectives. To accomplish those objectives, the researcher has to explore, identify the best ways and means to achieve the set objectives successfully. The best ways and means the researcher is going to identify is nothing but research methodology. Research methodology is nothing but here best ways and methods the researcher is going to employ to achieve his or her set research objectives pertaining to a particular research problem. Am I clear to you about methodology?
Yes, sir.
Please try to understand in a very general, simple way. Methodology, don't go to research methodology book directly. Simple way, everywhere it is. Suppose company has its objectives, I as an individual has an objective, I as a student has an objective. Everybody has to use or employ some of the best ways to achieve their respective objectives. Similarly, the research scholar also is going to employ different ways, innovative ways. Because you please remember, don't stick to one method or one technique, because you are always explore innovative ways so that the outcome, the result will be very good. The outcome will be very good. The result will be practical oriented. The result will be useful. If we do not, or if we fail to employ appropriate research methodology, appropriate research methods and ways to accomplish my set objectives, then it may not lead to a better results. It may not lead, but it will lead to result. But result may not be very good enough. Result may not be very, result may not have any implications sometime. Therefore, in totality, methodology is nothing but there are different best ways and means to accomplish my set research objectives. And one more thing, we come across research methodology, one thing, research methods. Do we have any difference between research methodology and research methods? Many times we use these two words interchangeably. Is there any difference between these two? Research methodology and research methods? Yes, anybody please? You have an idea? Am I audible, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Sir, maybe research methods would be like if I'm trying to do a research in an explorative way.
Yeah.
But in that explorative research method, the methodology would again depend on what type of hypothesis I'm making, how to assess those hypotheses, maybe what type of sample, how many number of samples I'm choosing, then how I'm analyzing those data. If these things are considered, then that is called as
Oh.
research methodology. But when I'm trying to
Yeah,
do
okay.
a
I will
research,
add to it. I will add to little more. I will add to this research. Please remember, research methodology is broader than research methods. Is broader than research methods. Research methodology includes research methods, but research methods do not include research methodology. Is one differentiation. Huh? How it is? For example, when we say research methodology, the researcher has to justify each and everything he is going to use in his research, right from choosing the research problem. Why he has chosen this research problem, why he has not chosen another research problem, he has to justify. Why he has chosen personal interview method, why he has not chosen telephonic interview method, he has to justify. In case of sampling methods, why he has used probability sampling method, why not he has used non-probability sampling method. For each and everything that is being used in research, the researcher has to give a justification. That is what he speaks of research methodology. Broader terminology it is, covers everything. Even scope of the study, duration of the study, sampling method being used, sample size is being taken, problem is being chosen. For each and everything, he or she has to give a proper justification, proper reasoning, proper rationale behind choosing this and not choosing another one. So this is what about research methodology, and for our understanding, research methodology includes research methods. Research methods are part and parcel of the research methodology. Okay, am I clear to you? Yes?
yes, sir.
Yeah, am I clear to you about this? One thing, please try to, I am trying to give a very clear, simple, understanding of each and every concept and component. Okay, without depending on any book as
Repeat
such.
this kind again.
Yeah. Okay, now we will go to next. In research methodology, as we discussed the previous session, there are so many things we are using to achieve our goals or to achieve our objectives. The first and foremost thing we find in the research methodology, my experience goes over the years of more than 30 years in research. I have seen n number of reports. I have seen n number of doctoral theses. I have seen a number of research papers as such. But the first thing I find in research methodology, that is a description of the study area. Description of the study area. Do you agree with me? Yes? description of the study area.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Dr. Mane sir, do you agree?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Description of the study area. Yeah, one thing, I would like to make some, suggestions in this regard. Description of the study area, no doubt, because in the methodology, somewhere we have to indicate the location of the study. Indicate the location of the study. For example, skill development programs and their impact on youth employability. Okay, youth employability in Pune city. In Pune city. Okay, this is the topic, for example. Sometimes, many times, for example, farmers perception and perception and satisfaction towards online services, or any topic you take, for example, say, for example, customers perception and satisfaction in response to digital banking services. A study with reference to select banks in Kolhapur district. Like that, when you take the topic, location, first thing we need to indicate. Location. What is more important is location. Where, in which location this study has taken place. Because ultimately, whatever research we do, whatever reports we prepare, these are we are doing for the sake of community, for the sake of society. We have to communicate to the people. When we are communicating to the people, it should be very clear. If location of the study is not indicated, then people get confused where this particular study has been taken place. When I say socio-economic status of women entrepreneurs, only this much, socio-economic status of women entrepreneurs or performance of cooperative banks. Okay, performance evaluation of cooperative banks. Or you can say faculty development programs and their impact on beneficiaries. Faculty development programs and their impact on beneficiaries. So in all these cases, location is not indicated. So these research, perhaps you must have done a very good research, no doubt. Report is very good, findings and everything. But the title, when it is title is like this, if the location is not indicated, best thing we have to indicate the location in the title. But description of the study area, suppose I have taken a topic of banking, performance evaluation of select public and private banks, okay, in Hubli city. So about this, something I have to describe, something I have to say. My study is pertaining to public and private sector banks operating particularly in Hubli city, or my studies pertaining to 2 public sector banks, 2 private sector banks. So that in brief, I need to indicate about my research problem, about my research topic. But what we found, in description of the study area, description should be half page. Description of the study area should be half page, not more than that. But if you see the reports, description of the study area itself is running into 10 to 15 pages. Running into 10 to 15 pages. No need of describing, profile of the district. Suppose if I have taken Dharwad district profile I am going to highlight. Dharwad district population, Dharwad district climatic condition, then Dharwad education in Dharwad district, banking in Dharwad district, agriculture in Dharwad district. Why do we require all the things? Agriculture, different crops, everything, whatever information I am getting from the census report, I am just putting here. So I am just suggesting you, requesting you, in this item, description of the study area, you need not include all those things. only tell about the research problem. For example, women entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. Women entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. Okay. A study with reference to obesity. A study with reference to obesity. Only that much you please indicate about women entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. Why we want all the things, like education of the district? What is the education in the district? Okay, what is the agriculture in the district? What is the labor force in the district? What is the population? All those things needs to be eliminated, because these things are going to lessen the interest of readers. These things are going to lessen, or the readers will lose the interest. Only you describe what study you are going to take up, in which location you are going to take up. Rather than that, if I am taking a study in Dharwad district, if I am taking a study in Solapur district, if I am taking a study in Bombay location, that much only you indicate, no? But Bombay city population, Bombay city agriculture, Bombay city education, profile of education, all these things, why we require? Am I clear to you? Yes? Yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Is it clear what I said?
No, sir.
All the things are not required. Only describe the location and your research problem very brief in the description of the study area. Because otherwise it runs into number of pages and it dilutes the research. And readers will lose the interest. Nobody will take interest to read all these. Why required? Only description of the study area. Okay. So that is one thing I just made a mention here. And then we will go some of the components which are required, which we are using in research methodology. So I would take a slide on the timing. Just bear with me. Yes, please. Slide is visible. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, just to see. Research methodology, okay, coverage. In this, one more thing, we come across research design. Research design. So, what does it speak? Research design. Research design, again, there are certain designs based on the nature and type of research. We have classified design into different categories. Okay, design here is nothing but research comprehensive detailed plan of research. Design also is nothing but plan of research. There are we have classified design into 3-4 categories. Just we'll discuss with an example. You please say research design. What does it mean? Research design is nothing but a comprehensive plan of the sequence of operations that a researcher intends to carry out to achieve the research objectives. Okay, it is a plan of sequence of operations of research operations. So there are different types of research designs. Okay, one is, as you know already, one is exploratory research design. In a research proposal also, we have to indicate my research problems comes under which design. We have to say under what research design my topic fits into. That we need to tell. Therefore, in case of types of research design, one is exploratory research design. Research design is nothing but a plan, comprehensive plan, exploratory study. Whatever research we carry out under exploratory study. Example, you see, in case of exploratory research design, the researcher do not have any knowledge about the phenomenon, do not have any knowledge about the research problem or the outcome or the findings, for example, or he or she must be having a little knowledge or no knowledge about the reactions, about the variables, about the outcome, so on and so forth. That is why such studies we brought under exploratory research. Example you take, occupational stress and its psychological impact on employees of select public sector banks in experience from publicity. Here you see occupational stress. Do we have what type of occupational stress the employees must be facing? Do you have any knowledge before we carry the research? And these stress, in what way they have impacted on employees and employees' performance? About this, we don't have much knowledge, or we have a very limited knowledge. Therefore, these studies are called as exploratory research studies. Am I clear? When you are talking about different research design, one is exploratory research design. I am using which suppose if I take a topic like this, so it comes under exploratory research design. Okay. Then one more, descriptive research design. Descriptive research design. So in case of descriptive research design, the research problems which are of descriptive in nature, in that case, we are not finding out the new things, but in case of exploratory research, we are finding new things. We are exploring new stresses. We are exploring new impact, psychological impact on employees. When you talk about a descriptive research design, take for example, socio-economic profile of State Bank of India customers. Socio-economic profile of State Bank of India customers. Socio-economic profile about his education, about his background, okay, about the qualification. There are certain things, okay, about his service, about his monthly income. All the things are known. We are just describing. We are just describing. We are not trying to find out any new things. Whatever is already there existed, same thing we are describing. Same thing we are describing. Say, for example, demographic profile of publicity. Demographic profile of publicity. Demographic profile of publicity means already whatever population is there in Hubli is there. Out of the population, some are, male population, some are female population, some are, labor class population, some are educated, some are uneducated. These statistics already existed. We are not creating any new statistics, but we are only just describing it, exploring it. That is what is called as descriptive research design. For example, savings and investment behavior of construction workers in Dharwad. Savings and investment, how much they are saving, how much they are investing, they are already doing. They are already saving certain amount. They must be already investing. So we are just describing. This is what is called descriptive research. Then one more research design, causal research design. Causal research design. What does it mean here? Cause and effect analysis. For example, COVID-19. Okay, COVID-19 cause and effect analysis. COVID-19, okay, in Bombay city, COVID-19 in Bombay city, cause and effect analysis. What are the cause for this disease, this virus, and what is the impact or what is the effect of that particular disease? So like this we are studying. Here one more example, regional imbalances in agricultural credit in Dharwad district, cause and effect analysis. Okay, there is a imbalance as far as agriculture credit is concerned. Okay, regional imbalances. Some parts, some talukas of Dharwad district received more agriculture credit. Some have not received at all. What are the reasons? Why it is happening? So what are the causes? And as a result of low agriculture credit in some part, as a result of more agriculture in some part, what is the effect that we are going to study? This study we call as causal study, cause and effect analysis. Then one more case study research. Case study. Okay, case study, for example, a supermarket in Hubli city, a case study. Supermarket in Hubli city, a case study, or Consumer Cooperative Society. Consumer Cooperative Society Limited in Mapsa city. Consumer Cooperative Society Limited in Mapsa city. Okay, one consumer cooperative society, say for example, in Mapsa city, okay, Bardez Consumer Cooperative Society is there, Mapsa Consumer Cooperative Society is there. They are doing very good. Okay, Bardez Consumer Cooperative Society Limited in Mapsa, Goa, we are going to study in detail how Bardez Consumer Cooperative Society is successful, either success story or failure story. One particular organization we are studying in detail. That is what is called as a case study. Even in research also we are using, many times we use titles like this, performance of urban cooperative banks. Performance of urban cooperative banks in Goa. Performance evaluation of urban cooperative banks in Goa, a case study. Shall we use case study here? Case study we can use. Yes. Can I use? Performance evaluation of urban cooperative banks in the state of Goa. Can I use like this? A case study. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Shall we use a case study? Please remember, whenever we use a case study, there are misconceptions, misunderstandings among ourselves. Whenever we use after colon a case study, if we are researching only one organization, single bank, then only you can use case study. If I am using more than one, for example, performance evaluation of urban cooperative banks in Goa, a case study cannot be used. Case means single, one case. Okay, example, liquidity, productivity, and profitability performance of Karnataka Grameen Bank, a case study. Bank is one, you can use a case study. Case study means in depth, one particular bank only, we are going to study from a different angle. So this kind of studies come under the category of case study research design. So therefore, when you carry a research and I as a expert committee member going to find out, okay, which research design he has employed, which research design he has used, he has employed for his research. That is why research design, okay, what type of research design? Exploratory, descriptive, case study, we have to indicate depending upon the type of research problem. Then one more, diagnostic research design. These are just, classification of research studies. Classification of research studies. One more, diagnostic. Diagnostic means very inherent reasons, very inherent causes. For example, sudden rise in the employees' turnover in a five-star hotel, Bangalore. Diagnostic study. In-depth detail, how a doctor conducts a diagnostic study for the patient. In the same way, we have to conduct a diagnostic study for a certain areas. Here, sudden rise in the employees' turnover in a five-star hotel.
मैटर करेंगे ना,
Hello?
पानी की डेंसिटी क्या है, नियर अबाउट 1. अगर इधर सॉल्वेंट, पोल्यूटर सॉल्वेंट रहते हैं, पता है ना आपको.
Hello? Am I audible, my dear colleagues? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have you got an idea about a case study research design? Case study research
Sir,
design.
yes, it's clear, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Mani sir?
Yes, sir. Yes. The concept is clear.
Diagnostic research design. Okay. These are some of the types of research design in research proposal or in a research doctoral thesis. We have to just indicate what design I am using, or my research problem comes under what research design. That much needs to be indicated. Okay. The next one more in now methodological choices we have been talking about. Methodological choices. Methodological choices means choices of methods. Choosing the methods. Methods I am going to choose for my research. Methods I am going to choose for my research. Say, for example, climate change and its impact on agricultural productivity and food security in Sangli district. What is the topic? Climate change and its impact on agricultural productivity and food security. Or we can say another problem you take, waste management and recycling practices in Hubli Dharwad Corporation Limited. Hubli Dharwad Corporation Limited. Any study you take, for example, sampling here, sampling is one. Yeah. One more, we are using sampling is one method we are using in research. So now sampling, okay, sampling has been extensively used in research. It is a statistical tool It is a statistical tool. Sampling has been extensively used in research. So now we need to understand what do you mean by sampling? What do you mean by sampling? It has been accepted. What do you mean by sampling? Anybody would like to please?
The method of choosing the participants of a study.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
It
Thank
is
you.
that part of the population which is selected for the study.
Yeah, sampling, yeah, fine. Everybody knows. Sometimes we find difficult to immediately, talk about it. Sampling is nothing but selecting part of the aggregate which represents whole of the aggregate. Am I clear to you? Selecting part of the aggregate which represents whole of the aggregate. Okay, this is what, because what happens when we go for research, in case of primary studies, in case of secondary studies, suppose I am studying a bank, I am studying manufacturing companies, okay, I am studying, for example, auto companies, auto manufacturing companies. There are number is more in research. I cannot study each and every company. In research, I cannot study each and every company. It would be very difficult. Even in case of primary survey, okay, for example, student satisfaction in response to teaching methodologies. Okay, in select universities, student satisfaction in response to teaching methodologies in select universities, or okay, in one particular university, say for example, but the size of the students is in very large population. Student population is very large, okay, in lakhs. Okay, in lakhs, for example. So complete 1 lakh, it is difficult for me to conduct a survey. Therefore, to overcome this limitation, to overcome this difficulty, statistics has helped us providing one sampling tool, and that has been by and large accepted in research. Thereby, I am reducing the sample size, okay, or a survey size. This has been accepted. Full population, okay, full number of companies, it is very difficult to research. Therefore, sampling has come. Is it sampling as a technique? Sampling as a technique to narrow down the strata or population to a sizable number. Therefore, we have defined it as sampling is nothing but selecting part of the aggregate which represents whole of the aggregate. Suppose you take one educational institution, okay, having 10,000 population, having a 10,000 population, a student population. Educational institutions having a student population of 10,000. Okay, I would like to conduct a survey of students towards the quality of education, or quality of curriculum, or quality of teaching methodologies, or competencies of faculty members. Suppose I would like to conduct a kind of a research. So, is it possible to meet all 10,000 students? Is it possible to meet all 10,000 students?
No, sir.
It is not possible to meet 10,000 students. Therefore, the sampling has come to help us. The sampling has come to help us. So 10,000 here assumed, here 10,000 student population is assumed as
Large number of population.
Yes,
large number of population.
a large number of population. Sampling sampling calls for three decisions. One is sampling unit, sample size, and sampling technique. Okay. Suppose as I have taken topic saying that student satisfaction in response to teaching methodologies of select colleges in Mumbai city. Select colleges in Mumbai city. Okay. Select colleges total population comes to say 50,000. Select colleges total population comes to 50,000 student population. So this 50,000 student population I can call in research as a sampling unit. Who is to be surveyed? Sampling unit. In the present example, whom is to be surveyed? I have taken example, student satisfaction in response to teaching methodologies in select colleges in Mumbai city. Select college in Mumbai city. Here, for this particular problem, what would be the sampling unit? What would be the sampling unit? Say I have taken 10 colleges. I have selected 10 colleges in Mumbai city. 10 colleges student population is 50,000, for example. 10 colleges student population is 50,000. Okay. My research problem is student satisfaction in response to teaching methodologies of select colleges. Select colleges are 10. Am I right? Then 10 colleges student population is 50,000. So in this case, when I use sampling, what would be my sampling unit? Yes, I have said.
Student population.
Yes.
Student population.
No. Colleges I have selected 10. Am I right? But 10 college total student population is 50,000. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 50,000. Now I have to choose both. Colleges already I have taken 10. Now my study more of primary in nature. I have to conduct a survey of students. 10 colleges, select 10 college students are 50,000. Is it possible to conduct a 50,000 student survey? Of course, today you can conduct an online survey, no doubt. Suppose if I wish to visit each and every student personally, would it be possible?
So,
I am not saying it is impossible, but it would be difficult. So now in this case, that 50,000 students, no, where you can say, can it be called sampling unit? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sampling unit speaks about what? Who is to be surveyed? Please remember, who is to be surveyed? Now in the given example, whom are you going to survey? Yes. We are going to survey, we are going to interview. Whom we are going to interview?
Students.
Yeah, very good. Student population. Student population. 10 colleges, how many students are there?
50,000.
50,000 students are there. Okay, fine. 50,000 total student population. This would be called as a sampling unit. This is called as a sampling unit. Sampling unit is nothing but a population. Population to be surveyed. Suppose if we are conducting a survey of bank customers, customer satisfaction in response to State Bank of India financial services, customer satisfaction in response to financial services of State Bank of India. Am I right? Have you got an idea?
Yes, sir.
Customer satisfaction analysis in response to State Bank of India. Which customers am I studying? Which customers am I studying?
All
Yes.
customers.
I am trying to study the customers of State Bank of India. Am I right? Customers of State Bank of India. Am I right? So the the whole customers of State Bank of India is called as sampling unit. Customer population. In earlier, student population. But it is very difficult for me to survey all the customers of State Bank of India across India or in a particular state. Therefore, this whole customers of SBI, all the students of 10 colleges is known as sampling unit for this research. Then sample size. Sample size emphasizes on what? How many people should be surveyed? How many people should be surveyed? Suppose you are deciding the sample size. 10,000 student customers are there. Okay. 10,000 students customers are there. 10% of that, suppose if you take as a sample size, how many students will come? Students are 50,000. Okay. But I am taking sample size as 10% of 50,000. How many will come? Yes. Hello. 10% of 50,000.
5,000.
5,000. Okay, fine. 10% of 50,000, 5,000. Okay, 5,000 would be sample size. How many people should be surveyed now? Sample size for the given study is 5,000. 5,000 is considered as sample size. What is the total sampling unit? Sampling unit is also called as strata or population. Strata or population. Here in the present case, 50,000 students are considered as, yes? Can you please tell me what would be the sampling unit in this case? Sampling unit would be
5,000.
5,000.
no sampling unit.
Employees.
Who is to be surveyed?
Employees.
No, we have taken
50,000 students.
yeah,
Students.
student satisfaction. Okay, student satisfaction in response to teaching methodology in select 10 colleges in Mumbai city. Okay, 10 colleges population, student population is 50,000. Am I clear? That 50,000 student population is considered as a sampling unit. Suppose if I am conducting a survey of customer satisfaction in response to airline services. Okay. My study is customer satisfaction in response to airline services or customer satisfaction survey in response to railway services, customer satisfaction in response to transport services, bus transport services. So in all these three cases, can you please tell me which would be the sampling unit? Which would be the sampling unit? Customer satisfaction in response to airline service. For this airline service, this topic, who would be the sampling unit for my study?
Customers
who are using
airline services.
One sec.
Customers.
Customers. Okay. Who are the customers?
Those who use railway services.
Yeah, okay. Suppose you are customer satisfaction survey in response to railway services. It means all railway travelers, all railway services users are considered as, can you please complete? Are considered as
sampling unit.
sampling unit. Very good. All air travelers, all air travelers or all people who are using air travelers would be sampling unit for air travelers. Am I clear? Yes?
No, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, no, sampling unit we are talking about, no? Sampling unit is nothing but population, strata. Okay. For example, when I am taking SBI study, all SBI customers are considered as a sampling unit. When I am taking study of airline customer services satisfaction survey, then all airline travelers are considered as a sampling unit. When I am studying students satisfaction survey,
Bioinformatics and biology.
student satisfaction survey in response to teaching methodologies, then all 10 college students are considered as sampling unit for me. Then since I cannot survey all the population, then I go for a sample size. I choose, say for example, my sample size is 5,000 or my sample size is 3,000. 3,000 of 50,000. 3,000 of total air travelers. 3,000 of total rail travelers. 3,000 is the sample size. Now the next question comes, sampling technique. But this 3,000 or 5,000 students out of 50,000 sampling unit, I have selected 5,000 students. Okay, that would be my sample size. Then how are you going to draw? How are you going to draw these 5,000? How are you going to draw these 5,000? For that, I am using sampling techniques. There are different sampling techniques. Okay, you see, there are different sampling techniques. Now here sampling methods or techniques, probability sampling methods. Different sampling methods we have classified into two. One category, probability sampling techniques or methods. Another category, non-probability sampling methods or techniques. So what is the difference between probability sampling methods and non-probability sampling methods? Anybody could please help me? Difference between
Sir, in probability sampling,
probability and
all
non-probability.
the probability, all units are they have equal chance to get selected as a sample.
Okay,
And
fine.
in non-probability, all the sampling units don't get equal chance to get selected as a
Very good,
sample.
very good. It is clear. In case of probability sampling methods, there is a possibility of everyone to be included in the sample size. There is a possibility of everyone from the sampling unit to be included in the possibility, not included. There is a possibility of inclusion of everyone from the sampling unit in the sample size. But same possibility will not be there in case of non-probability sampling method. This is the only difference between probability and non-probability sampling methods. In case of probability sampling methods, there are 4 as of now. Okay, we can add some more, but there are as of now there are 4. Can you please anyone of you read which are these 4? Yes. Can you please read? Slide is visible.
Simple.
Yes, sir. Probability sampling methods are simple random sampling, systematic sampling, stratified sampling, and multi-stage sampling.
Multi-stage sampling. Okay, these 4 we can use. So 4 methods we are using. We are using for what? For what purpose we are going to use?
To calculate the sample sampling method.
Can you please tell me in the given example, students example, which is the sampling unit?
Students.
Which is the sampling unit? Students. Students. How many students we said? How many student population we said?
50,000.
Very good.
50,000.
50,000. Okay. Out of that 50,000,
Yes, sir.
10% we have selected. How many it comes?
5,000.
5,000. Very good. Very good. 5,000. Now this 5,000, I am going to ask you, how are you going to draw this 5,000 from 50,000? This is the question. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, or you have taken one group, or you go one college and 5,000 you have taken, or you go to another college, another 2,000 you have taken. How you have drawn 5,000 as a sample size from the total strata, from the total population of 50,000. So for that, sampling is helping us. Sampling says, Mr.
Random sampling.
Mr. Researcher, I have provided these are the methods, and by using these methods, you please draw your sample size of 5,000 from 50,000. Okay? First one, sampling, probability sampling has given us first method, simple random sampling. Simple random sampling speaks of what? By using simple random sampling, you can take any number, anybody from 50,000. Lottery method or any method you use, you draw 5,000 randomly you pick up 5,000 from 50,000. You have to indicate in your proposal to choose 5,000, which sampling method I have used. You can say I have used simple random sampling. Okay. But is it appropriate? You have to decide. Then simple random sampling emphasizes you draw on a random. You are going to draw on a random basis out of 50,000. Another method comes to us is that systematic sampling. Another method comes to us, and systematic sampling speaks about what? Drawing the 5,000 sample respondents very systematically. In systematic sampling, what we do, I make the list of 50,000 students. I make the list of 50,000 students by name or by roll call. 50,000 students total, I make a list. Then after making a list, I will find out skip interval. Skip interval, I will find out. Skip interval can be calculated with the help of total population divided by sample size population. 50,000 divided by 10,000 comes skip interval. Say for example, skip interval comes to 15, assume 15. So you have to choose one number between, 15 1 to 15. Say you have chosen 10, for example. Then what you have to do, for 10th number, you are going to add 15. It becomes 25. 25 again you are going to add another 15. So like that, you are going to draw the number of 5,000 students. Sampling in a very simple way, if I can tell, systematic is nothing but making the list of the students. Suppose I take from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I picked up 5th number. Then again make 4 gap, pick up 9th number. Again make 4 gap, pick up 13th number. Like that I am going to draw till I reach how many? Till I reach how many I have to draw? Yes? What is my sample size? What is my sample size? My sample size is 15, no? Sorry, 5,000, no? So till I get 5,000, I go on drawing using this method. Then stratified sampling. Stratified sampling. What this stratified sampling speaks about? Yes? Anybody has an idea what this stratified sampling focuses?
Dividing the samples
There are
into particular stratas.
Okay, very good. Division. I am making a groups, making a
Yes, sir.
division, dividing.
homogeneous groups are made.
Yeah,
from
homogeneous groups are
and
made.
from
Okay.
every homogeneous group selected,
Yeah.
samples are selected.
Homogeneous group we can make from which population? Yes, 5,000 I can make a homogeneous group, or 50,000 I can make homogeneous group.
From 5,000 only.
No, sir, 50,000 I have to make because 5,000 is my sample size.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Huh? So 50,000, what I do, I categorize 10,000 rural students, 10,000 urban students, 10,000 male students, 10,000 female students. Like that I have to classify. Huh? Rural, whatever base you employ, any base. You can also classify using the stream, BSc students, BS students, BCom students, BBA students. Okay. Am I right? 50,000 you can classify using any base, any criteria. Stream criteria you are using, thereby you are segregating BCom, BA, BSc, BBA, BCA. Okay, in the first stage, I have divided all 50 students into 5 categories. Then from each category, 1,000 randomly or using any other method, I can draw. That is what is called as stratified sampling. For example, when I am studying bank customer satisfaction in response to banking services. Okay, so how I can divide bank customers? Can anyone of you help me? Bank customers, how we can divide? By using stratified sampling method?
On the basis of gender, on the basis of urban, rural,
Very
working,
good.
non-working, or
Very
working businessman.
Yeah. Professional customers.
Retail
Professional,
customers and corporate customers.
professional customers, pensioners, borrowers, okay, deposit holders. Am I right? Then the business
Yes, sir.
customers, business customers. So that what happens? What is the benefit of this? What is the benefit of this? By dividing and drawing or randomly taking from the full population, here what happens? No, when you divide the customers like borrowers, like deposit holders, like pensioners, like professionals, like male, like female, then there used to be a equal representation from each category in your sample size so that your study would be more effective. Am I clear to you? Instead of dividing the customers,
Yes,
instead of dividing the customers, if I take randomly from the total bank customers, then there won't be equal representation in that. We could not get responses from women customers. We could not get responses from pensioners. We could not get responses from senior customers. So that is why stratified sampling has come. Then multi-stage sampling. In case of multi-stage sampling, what we do, we follow more than one stage. We follow more than one stage. Okay. First stage we categorize. Say for example, you take a particular district. First stage, I am trying to conduct a survey of households, socio-economic status of select households in Dharwad district. Socio-economic status of select households in Dharwad district, suppose I have taken. Okay. So in that case, what I do, Dharwad district, first stage, Dharwad district, I divide in terms of talukas. I segregate Dharwad, I divide talukas, divide Dharwad district in talukas. Say for example, 25 talukas. Okay. Then I go to second stage. Second stage, I categorize villages. I select villages in each taluka. I select villages in each taluka. Then I go to third stage. Third stage, from selected villages, I draw some households. That finally, what will happen here? There used to be a representation from all the talukas, from all the places. This is a multi-stage sampling technique. Okay, then non-probability sampling techniques. As we said, there is a less possibility of everyone to be included in the sample size. Here we have 4 methods: convenience sampling, quota sampling, judgment sampling, snowball sampling. Okay. Convenience sampling speaks about what? Convenience sampling speaks about what? Yes? Anybody?
E-
want to-
Easy availability.
The sample is selected as per the convenience of
Non-probability
the convenience of the researcher.
Convenience sampling, suppose you are, suppose take the same example of student survey. You are staying close by one college. You are staying as a researcher close by one college. You need not go to every college. So convenience. Go to one college only or go to one class only, whatever number of students are available. You conveniently do the survey and complete it. This is convenience. It has its own drawbacks. Okay. Then quota sampling. What quota sampling says? What quota sampling says? Yes, quota sampling says, suppose my sample size is 500. My sample size is 500 of customers. So what I do, whoever customer, bank customer I get, I go on interviewing till I finish the quota of how many? 300 or 200 sample size. My sample size of customers 200, for example. Quota sampling speaks about what? Till I finish my quota, I go on interviewing whoever comes. I am not following any systematic sampling or any, multi-stage sampling, quota sampling. I require 200 customers. Wherever I get 200, till I get 200, I go on interacting with the customers. Quota sampling. Judgment sampling.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, is there, I mean, now that you mentioned about quota sampling, that you
Yeah.
will have a particular quota of, say, 200 or whatever.
Yeah.
So, in this sampling in general, is there a minimum number of people? Is it proportional? Say, you said from 50,000 to 5,000. Is there a
Yeah.
minimum number of sample that we should have, or some kind of proportion?
Sample size.
Yeah.
Sample size.
Yeah.
Is
for
there any
samples.
criteria?
Yeah,
for
is there any
sample-
minimum, or
Yeah.
is there a proportion
Proportion.
from overall?
Sample size,
Yes, sir.
Sample size.
Sample unit. The second thing, the sample
no,
unit from the.
Sample unit, there is no problem.
Sorry, sample size.
Sample size, madam. Good,
Right. Yes.
Sample size. Very good question. Sample size, no. Now, these days, people are using some statistical formulas to arrive the adequate sample size. But before these statistical tools that are being used, earlier also we used to choose sample size. Normally, what I say, 300, 250 to 300 is a good enough survey. Even 350 is understood. Are you getting what I am saying? There is no hard and fast rule as such. Sample size should be like this. But only care should be taken. Educate sample size. Educate sample size. Depending upon your study, I cannot take sample size 100 as such, or 50 sample size. When I am doing research leading to doctoral work, 100 sample size may not be very adequate representation.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
But even by using statistical formulas, we are coming to 300, 350, 320, 300 sample size. That is ideal size. That is ideal size. Absolutely, there is no problem.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
We need not go for 2,000, 3,000. It is a vague. It is a waste of time. If I interview 100, 200 customers, if I interview 2,000 customers, you are going to get the same response.
Okay, sir.
Duplication of the work. What I can say, small sample size, you provide more time to explore hidden cause from the respondent. More things you can explore, more time you spend with a particular respondent. Use 3,000, 4,000 sample size, then, as I mentioned yesterday, both are going to get tired. Researcher also going to get tired, and respondents also going to get tired. Ultimately, the purpose should be achieved, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, even these days, some statistical formulas they use and arrive that statistically justified the sample size, which comes not between 350 to 400. 300 to 400. Okay. Am I clear to you, madam?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Then something you are asking about quota sampling, it is clear, no?
Yes, sir. So from there, if it's 300, so that would be my quota, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Out of sampling unit 50,000, you can draw 300 or 5,000 till you complete your quota.
Yeah. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Then it is only I am giving the philosophy of each technique, the idea of each technique. Okay. Afterwards, I am going to tell the pros and cons. Now judgment sampling. Judgment sampling. What this judgment sampling tells? Judgment sampling goes by, individual opinion. Individual opinion. Subjective in nature it is. Not objective in nature. Judgment sampling, as a researcher only decides. He picks up. Go to one class, he may not choose all, but he picks up from 2 from first desk, 8 from last desk. It is his judgment sampling, what I can say. Judgment sampling we are using in case of some expert researchers, no. Looking at the person only they decide. Looking at the person only they understand about the personality. Accordingly they pick it up. But our research, hardly we do that. But research scholar should be that much expert. So, but judgment sampling speaks about what? Picking up by using subjective criteria. Subjective criteria. Researcher, whatever researcher feels, Mr. X is fine, okay, you take. Mr. Y is fine, judgment sampling. Snowball sampling method. Snowball sampling. Anybody would please help me what this snowball sampling emphasizes?
Sir, where the samples themselves give us leads to the next set of samples.
Which one, madam?
In the snowball sampling method,
Yeah.
when
Very good.
we connect with the respondents, they give us leads to the next samples themselves.
Very good.
They refer us, sir.
Like referral basis. Okay. Snowball sampling speaks about referral basis. If the respondents are, what I can say, in hidden nature, you are not getting the respondents only. For example, suppose I am conducting a survey of coconut pluckers survey. Okay, what is their status and condition? If I am conducting a survey of chartered accountants, professionals, okay, so are you going to get easily the required size of chartered accountants or required size of coconut pluckers? Yes. Are you going to get easily? Yes, madam. Are you going to get easily these number?
No, sir.
No, it is difficult because coconut pluckers are not available only these days. Suppose, therefore, we are using snowball. If your research work pertaining to that kind of respondents, then you can employ snowball sampling. Thereby, you come to MR Patil sir and he will interview with him. He is a coconut plucker and you just inquire, sir, anybody you know? For example, goldsmith, if you are surveying, I am a goldsmith. First you come, you know one goldsmith, MR Patil, you come to him, you conduct a survey. Sir, anybody you know? We don't know many. Then he will give one reference. Then you go to him. Then he will give another 2 reference. Then you go to next. This is how you are going to conduct the survey. That is a snowball sampling. Okay. This same thing I have shown here.
Students describe about quota sampling.
Yeah, quota sampling and all. Okay. Students' awareness and participation in civil service examination that yesterday we discussed. Pertaining that, you see, sampling design, sampling unit again, colleges and respondents. Okay, we have to, again we are dividing because in this research problem, we have to take both. We have to choose the number of colleges and we have to choose number of students as well. Therefore, sampling unit here divided into 2. College also, and a college may be in that particular area, college may be 25, respondents may be in big respondents again, population, sampling unit again divided into 2, college and respondents. In each case, again there will be sample size, again there will be respondents also, students respondents sample size, institution respondents, there should be sample size. Then it is going to this sample size, how we are going to draw, that speaks about sampling method in both the cases. Have got some idea? Yes? Have got some idea? Yeah. Now there are some more data. We will wind up another 10-15 minutes. Huh? Here there is one more method we come across, data collection method, instrument. How are you going to collect the data from the respondents? Are we using questionnaire? Am I right? We are using questionnaire, am I right? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Questionnaire again, there are different types of questionnaire. Open-ended questionnaire, closed-end questionnaire, Likert scale questionnaire, interview scheduled. Open-end questionnaire and closed-end questionnaire. Open-end questionnaire, it is an open question because you are going to respondent, you just ask the question. Are you happy with the curriculum? Are you happy with the teaching methodologies of the faculty members? Would you like to say anything about curriculum? Open-ended question you are asking. Preparing and you are asking. He will reply. Either you note down that or you distribute the questionnaire and ask him to write down. Reply. Close-end questionnaire is what? Close-end questionnaire. Respondents will have no option. You have given a choice. Very good. Good. Okay. Poor, very poor. Excellent. Multiple choice. You are giving choice in case of close-ended questionnaire. The respondent has an option to pick up one. Then Likert scale questionnaire. There is one more. Likert scale questionnaire, 5-point scale questionnaire, sometimes 7-point scale questionnaire. In case of 5-point scale questionnaire, strongly agree, neutral, strongly disagree, disagree. Even same thing you can put in 7.5 scale and accordingly you can collect the information. Then one more called interview schedule. In interview scheduled, there are scheduled. Interview schedule, what you do, you are not preparing any questionnaire. You are taking a scheduled. If you are interacting with the farmers, okay, if you are interacting with the farmers, you have with you a schedule with the questions. You only ask the questions to the respondents and you only note down the answer given by the respondent in the scheduled. That is intuition. Then one more, these are under a questionnaire only. Yeah? Then one more called focus group discussion. We are collecting information through focus group discussion is very important. In case of focus group discussion, suppose our sample size is 300, 50 people or 30 people are called at one place and try to put some general questions, okay, commonly applicable to all, and they reply one by somebody replies something, someone else replies something, somebody says some other things. So all the things you are noting down, you need not ask the same questions to each and everyone. You make a group of sizable group, say 15 students or 10 students, and invite them for cup of tea or breakfast. During that, you are throwing some questions and trying to get answers from them. Okay. Then observation method. Here what we are going to do, this is also another one most effective method it is. If today if you want to make a survey, if we want to conduct a survey, the effective methods are observation method and interactive method. These are questionnaire method and all have gradually becoming very ineffective because very difficult to get a realistic feedback, realistic response unless and until you use interactive method or what we can say observation method. In case of yeah. Hello. Yeah, observation method and interactive method. Am I clear to you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Have you
Yes, sir.
understood observation method? And interactive method is what? No. Interactive method. Personally, you are going to a respondent. You are going to respondent. Okay. Then you initiate preliminary talk. You try to build confidence in him, faith in him, friendship in him, rapport with him. Then you start your survey. Then there is a possibility of getting accurate and very realistic in feedback from the respondent. If we go directly with the questionnaire, respondents start running away from you. First thing, respondents start running away from you. Even if you catch hold of any respondent, they are not in a position to read and give a appropriate reply. Sometimes they say, sir, you only fill it. There is no problem. Put my name. You only fill it. So therefore, conducting survey has a different mode. That is why I have seen many foreign researchers come to India. How they do survey, they go to rural area, they stay in a village, they develop a rapport with the villagers, they mix up with them. Day by day, they develop confidence in them, and then they do their research work. How we are doing? Quick, because we don't have time. Time management is the big problem for us. We don't have time to meet the people. We don't have time to talk to the people. We are mainly sitting before the computer and using the Google Sheet and sending. And they reply anything. That only we are processing and getting the analysis, and we get a good amount of statistical values, and those we are going to interpret, and we conclude that highly significant results, highly significant responses like that. So real research, if you want to do, you have to use either interactive method or observation method. All other methods are just, for the sake of doing research. Manish sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good going, sir. Understanding all the
Am I
points.
clear? Am I?
Yes, absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. So
We are getting good inputs from you, sir.
effective methods are these. So in future, we should try to change the direction of research, because this open end, close end, whatever questionnaire we are using. So we will not get, for example, if you are surveying using the questionnaire, 5-point Likert scale questionnaire, for example, farmers, for example, workers, for example, average customers. Can you please tell me to what extent the workers and farmers going to differentiate between strongly agree and agree, and how they can put, if they do not understand the difference between strongly agree and agree. So therefore, slowly we need to find out innovative ways in research, innovative research methodology. We should not stick to the same thing. Okay. Then case study method, one more. Case study method is a very, one particular organization, one customer, one respondent, in-depth interaction. These are some of the data collection instruments. And a questionnaire when we prepare, no, always we need to take care. Simple questionnaire, as far as possible, questionnaire should be simple. Questions should be very simple. You cover all the things very effectively. But number of questionnaire should be very 25 to 30. Within that only you have to bring. For example, I can say 300-page thesis, doctoral thesis, try to put in 25 pages without disturbing the coverage of 300 pages. 300 pages we have to bring down to 25 pages so that people can read, no? But try to represent the entire thing, what is there in 300 pages should be there in 25 pages. Same way, instead of making a big list of questions, please narrow down the questionnaire to make it more practical, to make it more useful. Some questionnaire I have seen, they have made section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, section 7, section 8, running into 100, 200 questions. How are you going to administer this type of questions to the respondent? Is he going to stay with the researcher? Is respondent going to stay with the researcher for completing all 300 questions? It is a kind of punishment to the respondent. So simple, 25 questions you make, 30 questions you make, you see that all 100 questions, okay, content should be appropriately represented in 25 questions. That is the beauty of the research. We have to come to that stage. Okay, this is one thing. And I think these are some of the things I thought of sharing with you. And remaining things, for example, contact method. Okay, you can contact the respondents by using personal interview method, by using telephonic survey, by using email, by using WhatsApp. But all these methods, data collection method, respondents contact method, sampling method, all we studied. But every method has its own merits and demerits. For which study, which method is more appropriate decision to be taken, that is the skill of the researcher. Researcher has to be intelligent to choose the respondent, whether I can use a stratified sampling or I use a random sampling, which one will be more appropriate, which one will be not appropriate. That is to be decided by the researcher using his intellectual skills. We have tried to discuss all different methods, but what method, for what research, for what survey is more appropriate, still we need to understand. Okay, that you, when you go for a research, you will come to know. These are being there. For example, you know, if you are conducting a survey of farmers, are you going to use 5-point Likert scale questionnaire? Very difficult. Okay. If you are going to conduct a survey of unorganized workers, are you going to use a email survey, email method of contacting, or WhatsApp method of contacting them? So in case of unorganized labor, scattered workers, the effective method of contacting them, not telephonic, not email, not digital, but personal interview with them. Like that, each and every method which is to be more appropriate, which is to be more useful, that you have to decide as a researcher. Okay. So remaining things like, you know, duration of the study, then parameters, qualitative parameters, quantitative parameters. Okay, all those things will come in the research methodology. We have crossed the time. Sorry for that.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Sir,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So in case I need to contact, in case I have some queries or doubts, so
Yeah.
how should I go about?
Uh, uh, to us, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, we have email ID.
Sir, can you just
Yeah,
post it in the chat?
yeah, we'll put our email ID, huh?
Okay, sir.
We'll put our email ID.
And sir, can you just suggest a topic to write in case I want to write a research paper on food production or restaurant management, something
Madam, you are
related to
from Home
food?
Science?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, from Goa?
Yes, sir.
No, very good. You attended earlier?
No, sir, this is the first time.
No, Home Science, we conducted a workshop there in Goa Home Science College.
Okay.
That time, madam was there, I don't know. But so I was going through the participants, but I found one. Yeah, I'm very happy to see
Same here, sir.
you are from Home Science. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
But I'm sorry that I could not take up examples of different disciplines. But
Yeah,
I'm
no
sure
problem, sir.
at least
So can
something.
you, just frame something like research on food production or safety, craft
Yeah,
and safety,
yeah,
food law.
yeah. We will discuss, madam. Okay. Mm,
So
you
in tomorrow's session?
email ID tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session, if not possible, otherwise I will certainly do this thing. Huh?
Okay. So the email ID, can you please?
My email ID, one phone number also you can share. There is no problem. Huh?
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. So, with any other questions, sir, please.
So please
So
put
I,
number in the chat box.
Any other?
yeah, I had a question, sir.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned the descriptive research design.
Hmm.
From what I understood, what you said, it's not about uh, finding out new things, and it's about describing. So, sir, you had mentioned couple of days back about the research value of something when you know go and do the research. So, in this descriptive research design, how can we make it have more research value? Is there something to keep in mind to make it more relevant or to make it more useful?
Hello? 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 Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Madam, I was trying to ask something, here connection is gone, but mobile we have taken. Can you please tell me? Hello? Hello? Hello, can you please hear me?
Sir, I suppose that ma'am has left.
Left hand. Okay, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. We will wind up. We will meet tomorrow.
Sure, sir.
Tomorrow. Yes, any questions?
So the
Sorry,
number
there is-
and the email ID.
Okay. We'll put WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you very much, one and all. We'll wind
Thank
up
you, sir.
today, I think.